What's going on? KSA Kris here, Real Estate Blitz. Now our very last piece is going to be talking about hiring. So you created a statement of work, you posted that statement of work, you filtered all the applicants, you scheduled interviews, you interviewed people, and then you've picked the person that you really think this is the right person. So the big question is, now what? Right? Now what do you do? Well, first off, before you sort of started down this path, you should have figured out in your state, every state's going to be a little bit different. In your state, what is required or not required in order to have an employee? So first off, you got to get that stuff right. All of your employee requirements, because that's also going to be required by the BRE or DRE to ensure that the brokerage in general is compliant. Or even if it's you, if you have a team or something like that, you want to ensure you're well within compliance so you can't be fined by the BRE or DRE. They don't care. They're going to fine you, right? So you need to make sure that you have everything in order to hire an employee. The next one is, well, now what? So you have to, you don't have to, you can do what you want, but what we do, we actually will generate a letter, an offer letter, saying this is our offer to you. Our offer is, in that letter, we want to be able to write compensation. You want to talk about time off, work hours, if there are any benefits, medical, dental, anything else, any benefits that are in there, and paid vacation, pretty much everything and anything. So that goes into the offer letter. We're offering you a job at this amount of pay to do this much work, blah, blah, blah. They can either accept the letter. I don't get too deep into negotiating a lot, just because I usually have multiple people in line. So if they're like, oh, I want a counter, if it's reasonable, I don't mind taking a counter. If it's something that they just selfishly want, I just say, well, hey, it's all good. Appreciate it. We sent you an offer letter. You didn't want the offer. We're going to give it to somebody else. Best of luck. But once they actually accept it, then you have to ensure that everything is in place. So now we need to say what day you're going to start work, how are you going to be paid, when are you going to be paid, and doing all the appropriate paperwork for the state to ensure that they are an employee. So that's really it. Hiring. So, it's easy to say, oh my gosh, excuse me. It's easy to say, I'm just going to hire somebody. I'm just going to get an assistant. And here's the thing, you can do that. You can meet up with your sister's cousin's uncle who has a friend that has a niece who knows somebody that met this other person while they were out having a beer while hanging out with peacocks out on the vineyard square. And you could say, well, I like you because, your family, and then just offer them a job and hire them. But what I found, because we've done stuff like that. When we first started, we just randomly hired people because we liked them. And let me tell you, we literally got hurt every time. It was not the right decision. And we found that, the right way to hire somebody is the right way to hire them. Actually put them through the paces, ensure that you get the best quality candidate, even if and when it comes to friends or family, if you are the right candidate, you're the right candidate. And if you filter out, then you filter out. I make it faceless for me. I don't care what you look like, who you are, if we're friends or not friends. In fact, sometimes if they're a friend, unless they're extremely competitive, I almost don't want to hire them because it creates other challenges that we've ran into in the past. We're looking for the best candidate that's going to provide the service that we need so we can continue to make a profit. That's the whole point of business. You're hiring people to leverage them so you can make a profit. And hiring people just because you like them or you think, well, I think they'll do a good job, but you don't know anything about them and you haven't made them compete with anybody else, could hurt you. Anyways, that's all I got. Appreciate you all. I hope this little quick mini series has helped. I know the first one I put out, it didn't get a ton of views, but at least from here on out, if somebody asks me, or even the agents and the brokers are like, how do I hire somebody? I can say, you know what, go on the Real Estate Blitz, take a look. I did a quick series of 3 videos to basically walk you through it. But that's all I got. Appreciate y'all. I hope that these videos are adding some value to your life. If they are, great. Let me know. If they aren't, great. Don't let me know. I don't want to hear. No, I'm joking. But, I enjoy doing this, and I hope you enjoy watching. All right, that's all I got today. Have a good one. Bye.